mean, that's one thing I can tell you about getting shot. That be like it give you more senses. Like, man, I could read lips inside of a club. Now, when I looked at my arm, like when you get shot on your arm, it looked like it opened up. But at the moment, blood was gushing out, so it looked like ants running out. That's just gonna either make you a curved dog or you gonna man up and eat out here. Me being shot, that probably wasn't my hardest part, like, of being shot. The hardest part was
it's all good in the hood, baby.
The you know what's up? Yeah. Clinton Apple's in town. If Jesus need a baby, we come to lay it down.
When I got hit outside of my crib, you feel me? I had moved into a territory that was too close to somebody that I had a problem with. At that time, I think I was staying like right behind Wagner's on Claiborne. And that's like right in between the Calio, and that's right up the street from the Melf, because you know the churches sit right there, and the Melf in that area, and the Magnolia Levee farthest back.
Bro, you didn't consider that before you moved up? You didn't think that before?
No, I didn't think of that, because I had a crash test done in mind at that time. Like, I didn't really give a fuck.
Magnolia Levee, it's so fishy, you heard me? Free C, you heard me? Pimp, I'll see you when you get home, homie. It's love like that there. That know you in here, believe that, cutthroat.
Like, that's how we come up, like, man, nigga better not play with me. Not knowing that you really could die from when you get shot one time, you feel me? Like, we all get up every morning and be like, with that banger and be like, oh man, nigga better not play with me. But what if I play with you and get you out of here? When you get up every morning, you thinking like, oh, it might hit me up and I'm gonna live. Like, no, sometimes you could get up out of here, you feel me? I had went out, but at that time I didn't tell my girl I was going out. So I used to change my clothes in my trunk, you feel me? And I put back on my old clothes when I'm going back inside, you feel me? So at the moment I parked my car and was getting out and changing my clothes. And then it just came up on me. It's just like, what's that? You know what this about? And just clapped me, you feel me? And hit me 5 times, you feel me?
He shot 5 times and you caught him all, or he shot more than 5 times?
Oh, he shot more than 5 times. I just wound up catching, what? 2 to my shoulder, 1 to my arm, 1 to my hip, and 1 next to my groin.
So you staring at this shit before he let off. What was going through your mind?
Basically, when he let off, I had a shoebox in my hand, and I slapped him with the shoebox, you feel me? And so I broke, you feel me? I broke out running, you feel me? And basically, he was hitting or whatever. So I'm thinking it's over after I heard the shot stop firing. And that's when I get up to go back to the car. And that's when he started clapping again. But I wound up getting back in the car because I saw it when he ran down the street or whatever, you feel me? I wound up getting back into the car. You know the Claiborne exit is right there. Like once you come out from behind the wagon, I bust a right and I went on the highway. I was just so lucky that nobody wasn't on the highway because it was like, I think it was like about 2 or 3 in the morning because I had just left Sam's Club at that time.
So you pull up in front of Cherry Avenue?
Oh, I pulled that mother up the ramp all the way, like my head like was in the door, you feel me? They was like, get out or whatever, you feel me? But I felt like I was too heavy to carry myself, you feel me? And when I looked at my arm, like when you get shot on your arm, it looked like it opened up. But at the moment, blood was gushing out, so it looked like ants running out, you feel me? So at that moment, I wanted some water, and and the nurses came out, but me being shot, that probably wasn't my hardest part, like, of being shot. The hardest part was after I got shot. They have some tube that they put up in your right, for you to urinate or whatever. Man, that is the most painful feeling in the world that I ever felt in my life when they get ready to pull that out. Because they tell you to take a deep breath. And the tube it's more than about 2 inches. And they just pull that wire straight from out you feel me? And that hurted me worse than getting shot. I deal with a lot of shit after being shot, even when I travel, you feel me? I gotta get pat down every time because I still got lead in my body. Even when I'm traveling or whatever, I might get through like they scan you through the machine, but I still got metal in my area. So they always have to frisk me down when I go through the airport. I mean, that's one thing I can tell you about getting shot. That be like it give you more senses. Like, man, I could read lips inside of a club now, you feel me? I could get vibe, you feel me? And when getting shot, that bitch gonna either make you a curved dog or you gonna man up and eat out here, you feel me? But it also gives you more senses because you tend to catch people vibes quicker and you could read lips, cause you know when a nigga, when you in a club, like, you know, it's just a different thing when you've been hit before, you feel me? That laid a different vibe, you feel me? I was in a wheelchair I was partially in a wheelchair, like I ain't was like permanent in a wheelchair or something. I had to work my way back, but I had therapy to get myself back together with. I couldn't bathe, you couldn't take a sit down bath. Like you only could take like a shower or a wash off or something like that. And you couldn't take a full shower because my wound still was open. I had staples from my knee all the way up to my stomach, you feel me? So sit down bath wasn't an option.
That's all the street by him too, and at the top of City Boy.
Who was Stepper?
Stepper, OG, that's an OG from the neighborhood. Like he put in a lot of work before the youngins, and even when the DBs hit they top tier moment, he was actually out there on the strip. He like one of those people that think things through, you feel me, and look at shit down the road, you feel me? I remember I was on the set and Stepper was telling me like I was limping. But even though I had a gun on me, but I was limping and I really wasn't fully recovered. But you know, I'm so anxious to get revenge and angry, so I'm hanging on the set. And Stepper was like, man, you tripping, you feel me? You out here, man, the people come, you can't run. Nigga come back to clap you up, you can't run. Like you need to sit down and get yourself together, you feel me? Calm down, but you know, sometimes anger clouds your vision. And that's what they told me, like you letting your anger cloud your vision, you feel me? And it so happened like 3 days after that, I lost a friend of mine named Son. We was on Washington Infrared, and I don't know what happened. Somebody came through to clap up somebody else, but they had a chopper. I remember this like no other day. When they came through and that motherfucker went off, all my pain went away. Even though I was in pain and I was on crutches, you know, when you hit that pistol, it's time to get out the way. Like your adrenaline, some way how it erase your pain. And I broke out running. And I remember I ran down for wreck, and I ran through I think that was the first driveway there. And you know, they had the straight through hallways. And I remember somebody had their door open, mopping their floor. I ran straight in their shit and I locked the door, you heard me? I don't know these people from a can of paint because this the old side. But man, they heard that pistol go off and they were like, what? Lock that motherfucker, you feel me? And that's when I knew I had to sit down and really heal myself all the way up. But at that moment, I lost one of my friends too, Son, though, you feel me?
It was after something, he just got hit like that.
I think he just got hit up on the funny style because they spent through to get somebody else on some other business, and he wound up taking the parkway and he wound up getting shot in the park and didn't make it.